Call to order the Village of Hazel Crest regular board meeting at 7:15. Roll call, please.
Trustee Grant.
Here.
Trustee Moore.
Here.
Trustee Ramsey.
Here.
Trustee Reyes.
Here.
Trustee Rogers.
Here.
Trustee Slayton.
Here.
President Osbury.
Here. We have a quorum. Pledge allegiance, Trustee Reyes.
I pledge allegiance
Of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're going to have prayer by Pastor Arnold. Stand, please.
Every head bowed in the house. Heavenly Father, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as we stand Hazel Crest strong, we ask that you lay your hands of protection and guidance on our elected and appointed officials. We ask that you look over each and every resident of this community and to bless every household abundantly. And as we go into this meeting, we're asking for your kindness and your grace, that you dispatch your angels, that we may come together as one community. And as we go forward, let us not forget about our brothers and our sisters in the city of Chicago in the morning of Commander Bauer. We ask that you send these prayers in your name. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
Do you have any considerations for possible remote participation?
No, President Osbury.
No correspondence?
None.
Okay. Mayor's report. First, I'd like to, first report I'd like to give is thanking the Department of Public Works for clearing our streets during the last snowstorm. Over 12 inches of snow throughout the Southland, working 24 hours to make sure our streets were clean. I want to thank them very much. Please give them a round of applause. Great job. At this time, I'll turn it over to the Holiday Lighting Awards. So who got going first here? We get the envelopes. Okay.
Beautification committee.
Beautification. Sarah, y'all want us just to, okay. So we ready for the awards?
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, we'll start with Trustee Slate.
Oh. Good evening, everyone. I would like to present this beautiful Hazel Crest Beautification Commission Certificate of Recognition to Hazel Edwards of 17810 Bridgewood. Hazel and Margaret Edwards.
Oh, I'll take one with you. You know, I'll take this with everyone. You know me.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
I want to say we do appreciate you guys decorating your homes. It really gives the community pride. All the extra effort that goes into it. I know some of the guys work just as hard as the ladies to do that, so we appreciate it.
Our next award goes to Wilbert Reed of 17204 Elm Street.
Islands.
You have an assistant?
How you doing?
Charles.
All right.
right.
Sarah. 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 Miss Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah.
Miss Sarah. These don't have names on them. They just have addresses on them.
It's a family, family.
Okay.
Well, they didn't have my name on here, so.
It's just the
Okay, Hazel Crest Beautification Commission presents the certificate of recognition to Tiffany Jefferson, 178 17.
That's my daughter. My house is separate. Yeah, I give my own award. Right.
Okay, we have another award for recognition. Lawrence Patricia Turner, 17801 Oakwood. Congratulations.
I just have you on lookout, you know, we don't have you guys on cable, so. I'll show you about 2 months, so you've been waiting for a long time.
All right, we have a certificate of recognition to the family at 3714 Briar Lane. Yes, sir. All right.
Like mother, like daughter.
We have a certificate of recognition to the family at 3600 Roberts. 3600 Roberts.
You need glasses?
Okay, 3501 West 175th Street, Michelle Searcy. Searcy? How you doing? Congratulations. Hold up. This one is 181 Charlemagne, 18100 Charlemagne. 181.
Eloise, Eloise. Eloise. It's locked.
All right, I have a certificate of recognition for the family at 3817 Streamwood. What's the family's name?
Reynolds Morgan.
Reynolds Morgan.
Oh, okay. recognition goes to the family at 17808 Toad.
Thank you so very much.
What's the family name? Kevin Wright.
All right, I have a certificate of recognition for Mr. and Mrs. Reed, 17811 Stonebridge.
I mean, my name is, at least my name is listed on the thing.
And I have another certificate of recognition for Mr. and Mrs. Mosley, 3610 Roberts. Thank you.
All right. Let's go do it.
All right, I have a certificate of recognition for Deborah Bryant at 17101 Long. Lastly, certificate of recognition for Linda Law at 16950 Burton.
Come on down. Come on down.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I have a certificate of recognition to Linda Freeman, 3805 Harrington Court. Then I have a second certificate of recognition to Eugene Bryant, 3606 Edgewater.
My man. My Make sure I get this documented. So we put this on book first.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Okay, another family who participated and got an award for the holiday lighting is the family at 3612 Roberts.
They're not here, but I'm gonna pick
Okay, you know the family name?
Yeah.
Brown? Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We have a couple more. Certificate of recognition to the Slayton family at 17616 Stonebridge.
I didn't do it, my husband did it, so honey, when you watch this on TV, you get all the
Okay, the certificate of recognition to Linda Freeman at 3805 Carrington Court.
I already did that one. She's not here.
Yes, Lord. A certificate of recognition to Mrs. Woods at 18102 Charlemagne. Ms. Woods.
All right, Jack.
All right. Okay, certificate of recognition to Mr. and Mrs. Roberts, 3117 Shawbar. Nice and coordinated, nice and coordinated, nice and coordinated. Okay, one more here, certificate of recognition to Sabrina Daniel at 2019 Greenwood. Congratulations, thank you. Great job.
Carl.
Young man work, right? Young man work, right? That's what you said. That's what I said. Right. I said
Just have a short intermission.
You do your song and dance.
But it's good to see so many people actually decorate their homes this year. We really appreciate it.
said y'all forgot about his department, his house.
I'm looking at just
You
from
said y'all
here,
forgot
I
about
didn't notice
his
when I
house.
came in.
Yeah. House had more lights on.
So, was the grade of what was the purpose?
You see those where there's a picture, they're supposed to do a self-portrait.
A self-portrait,
So they
okay.
they were told basically, take a picture of yourself and use that as your guide.
But you can vote, right?
Yeah.
Join.
Yeah, just got motion down.
I see, oh, I see. The picture that they used to create their self-portrait.
You see where the camera is that we're looking at right now? It's not that, but if it is, that's okay. Right next to it on the right is a girl that's in a pink background.
Right.
Next to that is a blue.
Right. Right.
Amazing. Some of the others you'll see how there's not as much replication.
Certificate of recognition to the family at 1708 Elm.
Now, I see this house all the time. I live right on Tulip. They have a beautiful home. Great job. Yeah, he be out there working hard.
Yeah, that's what they do to you.
Great job, great job. Good job.
A certificate of recognition to the family at 2812 West 173rd Street.
That's my neighbor.
What's the family's name?
What's the family's name?
What's the family's name?
That's on Mac.
No, it's
I don't know, but they get a chance to say it when they come up.
Certificate of recognition to the Robinson family at 3708 Edgewater.
My neighbor. No.
Good work. Hold it.
I claim that.
Certificate of recognition to the family at 3610 Edgewater.
Great job.
Right down, right, couple hours down.
And finally, certificate of recognition to the family at 15 Carrington Court.
One more. Yeah, one more,
One more,
Bernard.
anybody else?
One more. I think there's one more they went out to get. There's one more. Yeah.
Right there. Ben, you good.
Linda Gordon, certificate of recognition to Linda Gordon at 3616 to Cameron.
That's right.
One more.
Nice.
Trustee Ramsey. She's a hug. Thank you so much.
Certificate of recognition to Melvin Cryer at 3713 Springwood.
That's a baby, man.
Any committee, did we miss anybody?
Good job, beautification committee.
I just want to say we had over 125 people that won awards, and want to thank you so very much for participating and making us Hazel Crest proud. It's already nice to drive to the, when I was children, we used to drive to each town to see who had the most beautiful lights. I know a lot of you probably did the same thing. Those of you probably younger than me, give you credit. But, you know, that's something that we should always, tradition we should continue to do, to drive through the communities and see how beautiful communities are. And I'm proud to say Hazel Crest is one of those communities that we love driving through, and the kids still get excited when they see those beautiful lights. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for myself and the Board of Trustees. Thank you so very much. Okay, moving forward, manager's report.
No report this evening.
Nothing from legal. Police.
Thank you, sir. Just a couple quick announcements. First thing I want to do, it was already mentioned, is to just ask everybody for the prayers for the Chicago Police Department, and especially for the family of Commander Paul Bauer. For those of you who didn't hear, he was murdered a few hours ago down at the Thompson Center.
Wow.
He was not a patrol officer. He was basically almost a chief, basically, and he was at work. But he's like a chief. So when you're a commander in Chicago, it's like a chief over a district. So he was not a street person working on the street. He was at a meeting downtown, heard the call for service, assisted his people, and ended up dying. So we just ask that you lift both Chicago Police Department and Commander Bauer's family up in prayer. Second thing is, on next Monday, on the 19th, Noble, a National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, is hosting a skating party. It's going to be free for the kids. On behalf of the mayor and the board, I was able to get us a bunch of tickets, and we handed them out at the grade school. So if your kid qualified, we let the school decide what the criteria was. They got the tickets. I do have a few extra ones. If you have kids that are grade school level, I have a couple of extras that I can give to somebody that lives in Hazel Crest if you're interested in that. And then finally, our Citizens Police Academy is winding down. We were going to have a graduation tomorrow, but we rescheduled it until next Wednesday. So just thank you all for participating. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you. Anything for Public Works, Mr. Manager?
No, they're tired.
I bet. Inspectional Services.
No report, sir.
Okay. Fire Department.
No report.
Community and Business Relations.
Good evening. I would first like to thank School District 144, the advanced art class, for the art that you see on the walls. This is their advanced class, and they did an outstanding job. We're going to honor them on the 24th at our Art and Soul Art Fair. And Burger King is sponsoring each child that donated a picture to go into our art gallery. So a special thanks to District 144. Also tomorrow is our Seniors Valentine old school dance and mini fashion show. So if you're available, stop by at 11 o'clock, some old school music and a mini fashion show. The seniors do a great job, and they have light refreshments. Thursday, we're having our first stepping lessons with Pete Hawkins at 7 o'clock to 8:30. Pete Hawkins is doing stepping classes once a month, and we're excited about that.
All right.
Our craft show, at the community center, 170th at Dixie Highway, right on the corner.
Cost.
$5 per person, okay? We have our first craft show, Crafting with JD, March 1st at the community center, $5, and she's gonna show you how to do nice crafting, objects at a reasonable cost, $5 a class. And on the 24th is our Black History Art and Soul. From 1 to 3 is an art fair, and from 3 to 5 is the Black History celebration, and it is going to be the best on the south suburb. So here at our community center in the senior room. So we're inviting everyone to come out and bring a guest. Light refreshments will be served, and that completes my report.
Thank you. Those of you who do not know, because some of you, we send the village out with everybody doesn't read it through. We have a brand new community center, which is located on 170th and Dixie Highway. It's the old fire station. We completely re-gutted that fire station. The bays are just beautiful, and we use that. We rent that out to the community now. So if you get a chance, go by and stop by and look at the facility. It is a wonderful facility. We did a great job, and the people who developed it did a great job. So it's a place where you can have activities. It's a huge place. It's unbelievable what they did with it. So stop by. We also have our STEAM program there, our computer robotic program that we offer for youth throughout the south suburbs. That's just not only Hazel Crest. They have a class there. What days are that?
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. And that program is really taking off. It's full now, and it's a great program. So go by and look at the community center. Just want to announce this. I meant to do it earlier. We are building a new village hall, those of you who do not know. The new village hall is going to be on 183rd Street. We should be finished with that early this time next year. And so look forward for that coming. And as a lot of you know also, our metro station should be finished this spring. So these are some of the things that are going on in the village of Hazel Crest that I want to reiterate since I have a lot of people in the audience tonight. Thank you very much. Human Resources.
Thank you, Mr. President. Board, Mr. Manager, I have no report at this time.
She couldn't wait. Economic Development, anything?
Good evening to the village president, clerk, trustees, my fellow directors, and to the residents. My report today for Tuesday, February the 13th, 2018. 3601 West 183rd Street has been designated as the future home of the Village of Hazel Crest new municipal complex. Our renovation efforts are underway and as are follows, but not limited to the following. Today, by way of the RFP process, the Village of Hazel Crest has selected and approved and awarded Ujamaa Construction as the construction manager for the renovation of 3601 West 183rd Street and construction-related renovations within the village. I facilitated this process, and its interviews, the reviews, and conclusions were conducted by members of the Board of Trustees, Sandra Slayton, Marlon Riaz, and our chairman of the Finance Department, Art Fikes. In this statement, Ujamaa Construction Incorporated will be referred to UCI. UCI met with the village administration, James Braggs and I, on January 3rd, 2018 to kick off and discuss the efforts of conducting a needs assessment and space analysis for the village hall. UCI started architectural and mechanical review of the facility. UCI has completed a floor plan study of the existing building to help determine the constructability and options for the new space. UCI has visited the site multiple times to continue gathering information for the floor plan and constructability review. We understand the existing layout at this time, the structural walls, steel joist systems, building grids, electrical power supply, possible wet utilities location, etc. The next steps are as follows. Once we complete, we will obtain a program information from James Braggs and begin construction and feasibility study to develop budget, schedule, and procurement, etc. Once finalized, UCI will begin design construction documents to specify a budget and shortly thereafter commence construction activities. Once all of the necessary data is collected and evaluated, we will via board reporting provide you with a timeline specific to this project. 17065 Dixie Highway. In our efforts to revitalize Hazel Crest with a concentration on the Hazel Crest proper area, we are exploring options of renovating this facility. We have conducted a census of tenants currently leasing out space at the building located at 3601 West 183rd Street and have concluded that a number of those tenants would be willing and are interested in keeping their businesses in Hazel Crest, along with several other small businesses who have contacted us for space opportunities, to include Chicago State, who maintains their eagerness to make Hazel Crest their home away from home. UCI and I have conducted and completed a number of assessment visits to the Old South Suburban Hospital facility to determine the extent of the visible and viable damage and began our analysis. UCI and I visited the site with a mechanical and plumbing engineering team to assess the existing mechanical systems. Systems have expired their lifespan and are not functional. Replacement systems will be in the budget as a part of our repairs. Feasibility will include looking at many options for mechanical systems to include economical replacements and life cycle cost. UCI has also visited the site with other consulting project matter experts that include electrical engineers and window restoration, replacement trades. We are in the process of assessing the information we have gathered to date to complete our cost analysis for the building's proposed repair. We anticipate providing a rough order magnitude for the renovation of the Old South Suburban Hospital by end of business February the 16th, 2018. JSB facilities is in this document will be referred to JSB. James Braggs, the owner of JSB Facilities Consulting Group, and I met on January 29th, 2018 with the village manager and village attorney, John Murphy. During that meeting, JSB was given the authority to start the needs assessment process. I provided JSB with an organizational chart of each document, including the village management. JSB and I are working with the various departments within the village to understand their space needs and space programming. This data will be incorporated into the building layout by UCI. In addition, Chief Davis provided us with the IACP Police Facility Planning Guidelines Handbook, which will be instrumental in helping us to plan the policing space of this facility. JSB developed specifically for Hazel Crest 3 evaluation forms to address space and workstation requirements: an individual needs assessment, an overall department needs assessment, and the filing of storage requirements for the department. The forms are in the process of being presented and reviewed with individual departments. JSB and I began formally meeting on February 7th with various departments: Community and Business Relations, Inspectional Services, Police and Administration, and Public Works. The forms were reviewed and will be reviewed, and the specific information that we are looking for will be discussed. In addition, the village of Hazel Crest records retention schedule was provided to assist in determining the filing requirements of the village. Tours of police departments are being planned as we continue to schedule and meet with remaining departments. We will schedule a time to meet with the village president and trustees within the coming weeks to discuss our findings. Collected data and input that will provide us with the pertinent information necessary to completing this needs assessment. AP Deli Incorporated. Kenneth Batty, CEO of AP Deli, presented to the Board of Trustees a synopsis of his business and the AP Deli brand, which included a brief summary of his 25-year background as an entrepreneur and experienced finance person. that supported his request for a redevelopment agreement to open AP Deli Cafe. After his presentation and discussion, the Board of Trustees entered into a redevelopment agreement with Kenneth Batty of AP Deli in January of 2018 with the location of 1923 to 1927 West 170th Street in Hazel Crest, becoming the newest addition to the AP Deli brand, named AP Deli Cafe, with a proposed grand opening for June 2018. This location will also serve as a distribution center for this company. BTO Empire. BTO Empire, Cliff Floyd, former MLB All-Star and MLB analyst and entrepreneur who is the CEO of BTO Empire, entered into a redevelopment agreement with the Village of Hazel Crest in the summer of 2017 to renovate 1822 West 170th Street, which was a former daycare and most commonly known as the U.S. Post Office. The building went under extensive renovation and repair and is now the new home of Floyd's Academy, a daycare servicing children starting at 6 months of age to aftercare for children 12 years of age. Inspectional services came in and inspected and signed off on the building, and the owner is currently going through the final DCF licensing process. To prepare for the final DCF process, the facility had to be set up in its entirety. The owners held a soft open house to make sure that nothing was left to chance and that all the requirements were met and the needs were addressed as they prepared to open their doors for business. Floyd's Academy, scheduled to open for business March 2018. More information coming soon. In our continued efforts to revitalize Hazel Crest, we have and will continue to meet with business owners, entrepreneurs who have expressed great interest in bringing their business and brand to Hazel Crest. These interested parties include, but are not limited to, a banquet facility, a family entertainment center, a brew pub, and several businesses that will support the mission of being Hazel Crest proud. I will provide a copy of this report to each of the trustees. You'll find it in your mailbox tomorrow, and that concludes my report.
Thank you. Inspection service, did you get data on when Anytime Fitness is going to be open on 183rd Street?
They ordered the equipment, it should be there in 4 weeks, so we expect opening then.
Anytime Fitness is a 24-hour fitness facility. Some of you may be familiar with Anytime Fitness. It will be opening up, I guess, in a month or so, right on 183rd Street, right next to the Dollar Store and the H&R Block. So Anytime Fitness will be put up there soon. Also want to mention to the citizens, since I have you here, we know we have an election process coming up. There is a referendum on the ballot to divide Hazel Crest up into six different trustee districts. I'm not in favor of it, but I got to tell you about it. And so what that would do would break up, based on population, Hazel Crest into 6 separate districts. That means we would have to pay for remapping, which could be over $100,000, have another election that we have to pay for also, and then Hazel Crest would, the homeowners associations that you have now will basically disappear because it will break all of Hazel Crest up into sections. Hazel Crest is a pretty small community, and to break it up in 6 different sessions is not something I'm in favor of, but it's out there for the citizens to vote on. So it will be on the ballot. It'll be a separate paper ballot. When you go vote, you will have that. Again, it's asking to break Hazel Crest up into 6 separate districts. And so I want you guys to be aware of that. And be aware, I don't approve of it. I don't think it'll help the community at all. As you see, we're moving forward with a lot of different things. Once you break up into separate areas, everyone's fighting for the small dollars we have in the community. And if you're a high voting area, you might get more things in the area that's not a high voting area. And that's nothing, we don't need to be fighting against each other. We need to be working together, which we are doing now. So I just want you to be aware that that is on the ballot.
Why is it
on
on the
March
ballot?
20th. It was put on there by a citizen. Attorney Max Solomon actually put it on the ballot. It's something that I think will cause more problems than will help the community. And I don't see where it can help the community, but that's your decision. But I just want you to be aware of that, and that's our jobs.
So would we have additional trustees, or would we have the
Possible.
same number of trustees?
Possibility.
Possibility. So that would cost the citizens.
It would cost more money. It would cost more money to add trustee. It would cause a lot of infighting based on who's on the board. Again, you have to have a whole new election, which the village has to pay for the election because we're the one asking for the division of the communities. Then it'd be based on population. So you can have the east side of town, it's based on how many people here. So you can have that part of town broken all the way out to this part of town, to Stonebridge, Pot Hills. They will become separate trustee districts. And so in Village West, you might have one part of Village West that goes into Fontainebleau area, Chateau, and then the other part of Village West may be, based on numbers, will be somewhere different. Same thing with Stonebridge. It can go over into Highlands. And so you will vote for individuals
Alderman.
from that district. Well, it'll still be trustees, but it'll be broken up in trustee districts. Very costly. It's up to the citizens to decide, do we really need that, and do we really want to go there? So
And
I just
can
want to
say
make you aware of
it's-
it.
It's very important that you do vote, even though it's a primary. Some people don't think it's important to vote for the primary. They wait for the national
General, right.
election. But the primary is very important, especially with this question on the ballot.
And this question is on the primary because people know that less people vote in the primary. So you put questions like this in the primary. So just want to make you aware. Thank you so very much. We only have a few items on the agenda, but I also want to say happy birthday to our trustee, Mary Grant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mary.
Thank you.
I did fire department. I did fire department?
Yeah. You get a second chance?
No.
Yeah, no.
I thought I didn't call you. I didn't want you to.
Jump it.
I want you to make sure you put out my fire if I want to skip it. Okay, pending business, trustee Slayton. No, I'm sorry.
Public participation.
Can I get a motion to ask for public participation?
Move to have public participation for
agenda.
agenda items only.
I second it.
It's been moved by trustee Ramsey, second by trustee Reyes, to open for public participation for agenda items only, items on the agenda. Can I get a don't need a roll call for that. All in favor?
Aye.
So if you have anything that's on the agenda that you want to address, this is the time to come forward and ask that question. Can I get a motion to close public participation?
I move that we close public participation regarding items on the agenda.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Reyes, second by trustee Moore, to close public participation for items on the agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Trustee Slayton.
I move to approve the regular meeting minutes of January 23rd, 2018.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Slayton, second by trustee Moore, to approve the regular meeting minutes of January 23rd, 2018. Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Trustee Grant.
Yes.
Trustee Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Ramsey.
Yes.
Trustee Reyes.
Yes.
Trustee Rogers.
Yes.
Trustee Slayton.
Yes.
Motion carries. Trustee Grant.
Thank you, President Osbury. I move to approve accounts payable number 18-19 dated February 13, 2018, in the amount of $478,246.91.
Including the correction.
With
Necessary corrections.
necessary corrections.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Grant, second by trustee Ramsey, to approve accounts payable number 18-19 dated February 13, 2018, in the amount of $478,246.91 with necessary corrections. Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Trustee Grant.
Yes.
Trustee Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Ramsey.
Yes.
Trustee Reyes.
Yes.
Trustee Rogers.
Yes.
Trustee Slayton.
Yes.
Motion carries. Trustee Moore.
Thank you, President Osbury. I move to approve the revised policy for paid time off.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Moore, second by trustee Ramsey. Any questions on this item? I'm sorry.
Can we speak to it?
You want to speak to it? The PTO, just revision?
Okay, well, the reason is so that we can clarify the first thing, Good Friday. Clarify the Good Friday spring holiday, that it is still a part of the Village of Hazel Crest holidays, 10 holidays, that's the first thing. And then the second thing was just to expound on the PTO, vacation and sick time for part-time employees.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Grant.
Yes.
Trustee Moore.
Yes.
Trustee Ramsey.
Yes.
Trustee Reyes.
Yes.
Trustee Rogers.
Yes.
Trustee Slayton.
Yes.
Motion carries. Yes. Can I get a motion to open for public participation for any idea, any questions that citizens have?
I move that we open the meeting for public participation for any item a citizen would like to address.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Slayton, second by trustee Rogers, to open for public participation for all items. All's in favor?
Aye.
If you have anything you want to bring forward, please do it this time.
Good evening, President Ellsbury, to the board, trustees. My name is Pastor Arnold. I'm the chairperson of the Hazel Crest Clergy Commission, and I'm excited to announce that we are revitalizing this commission, and we're here for the citizens of Hazel Crest. On Saturday, March 24th, we will have a community unity prayer breakfast. It will be held here at the Village Hall Senior Room. We want the village to understand that we're not about religion, we're about relationship. And as a clergy, we are here for this community to serve in any capacity that we may be needed in. We want our young people to come out for this. We're going to have individuals there to discuss any and everything that needs to be discussed regarding circumstances, situations, what you're going through. We want this to be a non-denominational event. We're not promoting the denomination, we're promoting unity in Hazel Crest. And we're excited about it. And if anyone have any questions, feel free to contact our community and business development leader, Ms. Carolyn Carter. And we have reservations available. We have flyers available in the lobby out front. And there's a nominal donation of $5. But we will spend $5 at McDonald's. We can spend $5 for our community. So let's come together, Hazel Crest proud, and let folks know that your clergy, we're here to support you. We're not here to be known. We're not here for celebrity status. We're here because we're called to be here. And we look forward to seeing everyone on March 24th, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. here at the Senior Room. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. Can I get a motion to close public participation?
I move that we close public participation.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Rogers, second by trustee Grant to close public participation. All those in favor?
Aye.
I want to thank everyone for coming out this evening. Thank all the families that decorated their homes. They look beautiful. And continue to support our community. And if anything you need, we're here for you. Thank you so very much. Can I get a motion to go into executive session?
I move that we move into executive session.
A motion into executive session, closed session, discuss appointment, employment, discipline, compensation, performance, and dismissal of personnel, purchase and lease of real property pending eminent domain and proper legal litigation and collective bargaining matters. All's in favor?
Aye.